Let's move.
How's it? English. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii. Today is Sunday, so welcome to Sunday. Bing! Today's Sunday, so we're going to do a little bit of old and new. But before we get to that, we're going to look at a couple of these things. Look, first off, the headline. In case we're using that headline, because there's something interesting with the Waikiki. But let me talk a little bit about yesterday. Last minute, went to a celebration of life for a Ryan You Win. You win, I win, we all win, you win. Ryan, no, not Ryan, excuse me. Nate. Hey, I don't know why Ryan was in my head. Nate, Nathan Ewan. Now, he was a Hawaiian activist. He was a photographer. He loved hiking, especially the Hau plant. I'm not going to get too far into his biop here because he was into the photography. See, like he did these calendars, and they gave away calendars, and there's pictures inside because it's a calendar. So there's pictures. He goes on the hike, and he gets the nice pictures, and he makes the calendar, and he's a really cool photographer and stuff like that, and all that. And he even has these like cards, and he's like a pretty good. This is like a card. He's just really good in the photography. Oh, sorry. They did, because of his Hawaiian inclusion, I gotta say he wasn't like blood Hawaiian, but he was like totally in the ohana. And when they did chants and Hawaiian prayer and all this prayer stuff and Hawaiian stuff, and it was way out there in kind of Sea Life Park, which is right off what is considered kind of a sacred land place and stuff like this. Now I drive home in the dark, right? Those guys wanted to stay longer, and I don't know. I was this sort of it was kind of it was almost party like, and with luau party. It was great, I just thanked them and all that, and it was great. Now I know the guy. I don't even know the guy. So I'm driving home in the dark, and then there's this look out. There's windy curves and darkness and cliff, and I'm like, okay, I get out of Sea Life Park. I take a right. It's all dark, and I know, okay, that's the Makapu Lighthouse, the cliff and everything. Go over the cliff, go down Sandy Beach, and then there's like more like all that, right? And so when I took a right and I drove, and it was dark, and I'm on the road, knowing where I'm going, all of a sudden the road did not look like I was going the right way. All of a sudden, it felt like what I would experience if I took a left instead of a left, and went into Waimanalo. So I thought, oh, maybe I'm going into Waimanalo. It's like, this doesn't look all the same. It's all panicky and everything. Where's the thing? It's like, and I even turned on the GPS. That's how unsure I was. I turned on the GPS. I went, go home, ET, phone home. And on the GPS, it just kind of like didn't say, it's just like keep going straight. And I'm driving, I'm going, I must be going into Kaneohe. I'll go through the tunnels, no big deal. But it's like awfully kind of long, and I'm driving, and I'm like going into Kaneohe in the dark, driving on the road. Then all of a sudden, the other landmarks appear, and I'm on a road I originally thought I was on, which is out of Hanauma Bay into Honolulu. And I'm just like, it was like being transported in time and space. I'm like driving down the road, and all of a sudden I'm over there. Then all of a sudden I'm there. It was Oh my god. I mean, I know it's from driving in the dark and it was disorienting, but it was like ancient Hawaiian secret, eh? Oh.
See?
It's all spooky now. Oh boy, get the cat ball. It's all spooky. Should put that on before I did that, huh? All right, enough. Let's do a little old and new. So not to make too long. Old and new, and they're Christian and everything, but still, yeah. The one lady brought out the 2 magic pohaku stones, eh? It was like, she got the pohaku stones. Like Indiana Jones in the, oh shoot. Here we go. A random selection of the old, random selection of the new, and no commentary. So random old. Here we go. About over there. Eh? Not that. That's good. Okay. And when we pick new, it's gonna be rubric. Oh. Okay. So put the light right in my eyeball. Okay. Here we go. Out of First Chronicles. I think find the beginning of something. First Chronicles, chapter 28. Solomon instructed to build the temple. David assembled at Jerusalem all the officials of Israel, the officials of the tribes, the officers of the divisions that served the king, the commanders of the thousands, the commanders of the hundreds, the stewards of all the property and the cattle of the king and his sons, and together with the palace officials, the mighty warriors and all the warriors. Then, I gotta turn the page here. Then David rose to his feet and said, "Hear me, my brothers and my people. I had planned to build a house of rest for the ark of the covenant of the Lord, for the footstool of God." All right, let's go. Thank you, God. Next. Something with rubric. Does it have rubric? Yep, it has rubric. No. Don't look into the ark, Indy. I'm blind. My eyeballs. Okay, this is Matthew 12:42. Just keep track. The return of the unclean spirit. When the unclean spirit has gone out of a person, it wanders through the waterless regions looking for a resting place, but it finds none. Then it says, "I will return to my house from which I came." When it comes to find it empty, swept, and put in order, then it goes and brings along 7 other spirits more evil than itself, and they enter and live there, and the last state of that person is worse than the first. So it will be also with this evil generation. Thank you, Jesus. Those are rubric Jesus words. Oh, God. That's about sums up why it's all kind of gnarly in the world. It's an exorcism of the whole generation. Do we have this thing going on? Come on. And special codes and stuff. So I don't know. That was some special Hawaiian stuff going on. Yeah, and that guy, he's up there. Dick. He was up there with Hawaiian stuff. I mean, he really was. There's a lot of Hawaiian activism people there.
Angel.
Air, man. But he was really a great guy. You could tell he was a great guy. And there's what's in the news? Let's look. Couple. Preserving Waikiki. Oh, you know what about Waikiki? We need to preserve them. Oh no. What do we need to preserve Waikiki for? Check this out. They say increasing building height and density in the district of Waikiki might be on the table for the first time in a half a century, due in part to concerns of sea level rise. Oh my God, they found another excuse to build bigger, more dense, higher high rises. So, hey, you know what? Oh, we'll combat. There's like a bunch of developers going, it's the climate change. The sea levels are rising. Let's build taller buildings. All the real estate people are going, goody. Oh, chee-hoo. Guess what? That's right. This is jump here. Jump. Oh, God, I hope the editing program works. Okay, turning the tide, climate impact. Beach is too little, too late. Climate action is triage more than prevention. Yeah, too little, too late is going to be our story. Everyone's going to, you know what? Let's see, these are the houses that have to barricade because they're falling into the ocean. Sea level rises. Build one big giant skyscraper. Okay, I don't know. This is U.S. warns Russia against arms escalation. You Russians better not do down. Oh man, that's still nasty. Here's lady. I'm secular and I vote.
Keep religion out of the schools and out of the government, not our tax-based feedback.
I mean, that's the way the founding fathers wanted it in the first place. You don't have to be so secular humanist to do it. You can be totally a believer and still not have that influence. Long COVID is happening with children. Enough said. Oh, Biden went to the funeral he's at the funeral for the Queen Elizabeth II. Will you be watching Queen Elizabeth II's funeral? 45% no, not interested. 45% maybe. No, not likely later, not live. 10% yes, we'll be watching live. There we go, the sports. Oh, guess what? UH Chang get first W. Get this so on the W. The W for what? Win? They won 24-14 over Duskini? Who? They won against who? They won! Enough already. See, they won. They won their first game. This one guy's like, yeah. Okay. Oh, God. Okay, I don't know how long we're going here. Okay, so you know what? Just relax, man. Remember back in the day in 1989? When everything was like fine already. And Disney's dog, Pluto. Oh, boy, with the kids. Oh, pet Pluto. Can I take him home? It's like, yay. But they're there in Kauai Montessori Center in City Hall, where there's on hand for fire prevention. Don't play with matches, kid. Oh, shut up. I'm just going to play with the dog. It's like, yeah, that prevented me from playing with matches. It's like, Pluto said so. Oh, gosh. Okay. And in Aiea, a place for healing to belong. The cats, you go in there and get locked in with the cats. Oh, yay, the cats. You can play with Moose, Lime Green, and Pretty Mama 1. I guess there's a Pretty Mama 2. Oh, the cats, oh boy. I'm not that much of a cat lover, no. I think cats are cool to a degree. Then there's like, let's go overboard with the cats. Anything from the spirit box? Wish old, late. Oh, stop. Okay. We'll do one of these things. Right? It's not ours, but it's definitely following us home. Big fluffy inflation dog. Oh, off to the midterms. Oh, over frog. Okay. What should we read? That was the UH has no mask policy. No need for mask. Oh, what about long COVID? Long COVID, I don't know. I do not want to deal with that. More water needed for more housing. I'm writing this letter to let people running for political office, Josh Green, Duke Iona, Brian Schatz, and everyone else would say they have a plan for affordable housing, know that they are all missing the boat. Why have more affordable housing when we do not have enough water to sustain housing we already have? We need to have the federal government provide funds to set up portable distillation units on our shores and provide water for our water tables that the Navy is dumping daily. The federal government can give Ukraine billions of dollars, but why not? Can't afford a few million for Oahu distillation or reserve osmosis plants.
You know, the plants that osmosis in reverse.
The Navy ruined our Red Hill water table. It should replenish it. W. Dutch K. Kailua. Yeah, I hope they do what do you call it? Fix that. I mean, there's a bunch going on. There's that Red Hills thing and all that stuff, and that lady with the Pohaku stones. Gotta figure that one out. Anyways, I think that's it. Aloha. I hope this wasn't too long, eh? But you know, I had like tons of stuff to do. Oh, next week is gonna be tons of stuff. So if I'm spotty and uplifting, I ain't Maki Die Dead now. So have a good day. hope the transition works now. Aloha. Look. Fresh water. Fresh air.
Fresh water,
Sunshine.
fresh
Like the
air,
lady once said.
fresh
government.
sunshine,
Fresh
like the lady once said. Fresh government,
Sunshine. Like the lady once said. Fresh government.
fresh aloha to
Need
you,
new
fresh
government.
aloha.
Fresh government. Fresh aloha to you. Fresh aloha.